Hi guys, Dana here. We are finishing the Graphic 45 Once Upon a Springtime journals. I finished this one last night and we need to finish this one tonight, and then tomorrow I'll be loading those up onto my Etsy. It's nighttime here right now, and I need to take pictures in natural light, so I need to wait for it to be daytime so I can take pictures and load them up on my Etsy. But this one's completely finished. Really, really cute, and we'll finish this one and then we'll do a flip through. So let's pull out all of the ephemera, and I've got a fabric flip here. Also have another flip here, and we've used up almost all of that collection. This is all the scraps that I have left. So let's get moving on this. What we're gonna do first is separate out all the ephemera. And I'll separate them out into pockets and things that go into pockets. So that's a pocket. That goes in a pocket, in a pocket. That's a pocket, 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 pocket. Here's two more pocket. That's an envelope, but we're going to use it as a pocket. These go in a pocket. In a pocket. This goes in a pocket. Really cute things that we've made here. Okay, it's a pocket, and we have a belly band. I'm gonna put this with our fabric flip. And these are all things that go in pockets. And it was funny, as I was putting the other journal together last night, and I saw all these journaling cards and then all these things we made to go in pockets, and I thought for sure that I was not going to find space for all these things, and I did. I was very surprised. So these journals just are full of all kinds of ephemera and stuff to journal on. I was very, very proud of those. They turn out super cute. Okay. So what I've done off camera is I have added a lace pocket to the inside front and inside back cover. So we have pockets here. And then I put fabric ruffles, paper ruffles, and a little bit of lace on some of the pages. So that's what we have so far. I did want to pull out a couple more things before I start adding in pockets. I want to pull out one of my little origami butterfly clips to go in here. And I think this one would be really, really cute. So we'll use this one. So I'll put that aside. I'm going to keep my little flowers out in case we find a place where we want to put one. And I wanted to pull out a couple of my little, remember these? These were little, I'll show you on the other one. They're little things that glue onto the page, and they've got beaded paper, safety pins on them. So I'm going to pull out a couple of those. I think blue would be cute. Let's see here what we have. So we've got a blue one. That one's really cute. It's got pink and green and it's white. Let's use that one. Okay. So I'll put these things up. And I need one thing to act as a hinge for this flip out. So let me grab that. That way we have everything out. I'm just going to go in my little thing that I have backing papers in, because there's lots of strips in here. So we'll just grab like a coffee dyed strip that we can use as a hinge. That one's not going to be long enough. I need one that's like that'll work. It's the perfect size, actually. I don't even need to cut that. Okay. Okay, so let's put that on first. I just fold this in half. I'll put these over here with the paper clip. Put the journal aside for a minute. Oops, just dropped something on my desk here. My desk, you can't see, but the edges of my desk are a mess. Okay, I want this part to be on the inside of the hinge because it's nice and coffee dyed. Got a cute little, pretty little pattern on it. Just gonna fold this in half. And I'm hoping we can get this done in under an hour, guys, because I'm very excited to move on to our next project. Okay, I'm just gonna take my art glitter glue and I'm gonna glue this on. Actually, I'm gonna wait to glue it on to see which side of the page we wanna put that on. So we'll just set that aside. Okay, now what I wanna do is take all of my pockets and I wanna split them into front part of the signature, back part of the signature. We've got two, these are our double pockets, two different kinds. So we'll have one in the front and one in the back of the signature. These two pockets are the same kind of pocket, so we'll split those up. These both are the same kind of pocket, just one's in vellum, so we'll split those up as well. Okay, this is a flip out and this will be a flip out. So let's put this one in the back of the signature and this one in the front. And then we have our little glassine bag that we put napkin over and our envelope. So let's put this one here and this one here. And then we have our belly band. Let's start with our belly band. And I typically will just put the belly band on the opposite side of the signature as the fabric flip. So let's see where we want to put those. And we'll start with those. Okay. Let's see here. Why don't we put our fabric flip here? Let me see, that's really cute. It's got, we could really even put it here. That would be really pretty to have it there, but I think it'd be prettier here, but I've got a ruffle on that page. And that's too bad because the blues would look really nice together. But let's go ahead and put our fabric flip here. So we'll just put some, I'll just put some Fabri-Tac just right on the stitch line here. Oh, I've had so much fun doing these journals, but it's kind of gone on for quite some time, and I get really antsy to move on to a different project when that happens. Okay, so we'll just lay this in here at the top of the page. It's really cute. Hold that for a second. Now I'll find in the back of the signature the same page here, and we'll just put our belly band on it. It looks like it's going to be right here. Got a little lace on that page, but that's okay. The belly band will just go right here. I wonder. That looks really pretty on there. Do we want to put it on this side? Let's put it on this side of the page instead of this side. So we've got lace here decorating that front side of the page. So let's go ahead and put this on the back side of that page. So I'll just put glue right here at the top and bottom of our belly band. So how are y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing okay and having a good weekend so far. I've had a nice restful weekend. I haven't been sleeping well. I have insomnia issues. It's just related to all my pain stuff. And boy, I tell you, I took my sister's advice and I went out and I got I normally don't take melatonin. All I've ever really had is like, the tablets of melatonin. And my sister, she told me, oh, don't take the tablets, take the liquid, and the stuff that's just like pure melatonin. Because what happens to me when I take the tablets of melatonin, okay, so I'm gonna pause my story for a moment. So I'm just gonna go every couple of pages. So we have our front and back signature things here. So I'm just gonna go every couple of pages and we'll put something in. I think this would look really pretty on here. And I'm gonna put this as a side tuck. So anyway, what happens to me when I use the tablet melatonin is like it makes my eyes tired. So like they get really droopy and stuff. But I'm not tired. So what happens is I end up laying there because my eyes are tired and but I'm still awake. So it's kind of freaky. It's a little bit freaky. So I don't really take melatonin. So she said, Dana, just trust me, just get the 100% melatonin liquid. And it's only like 1 milligram, you know. I mean, it's like, it's not much. So I got some of that and boy, howdy, let me tell you. And she goes, and it acts really fast. So I took some of that last night and I'm telling you, within 15 minutes, I was out like a light. And so that was good. So I got really good rest. So we're going just to the other side of the signature here. Let's see which one of our pretty little things look nice here. So we have our Edith Holden here. And I'm looking kind of at the page as a whole to see what looks nice. Definitely not blue. Let's see. Do you want this or this? I think this. Let's put this on, and I'm gonna put it in as a pocket. So anyway, so I got really good rest last night, and that's a rarity for me. I think I went to sleep at about like between 12:30 and 1. I woke up at like 5 o'clock to use the bathroom and was like right back asleep until about 9 this morning. And so I felt so rested today that I didn't even nap. And I always nap because I'm just always tired. And so I didn't even nap today because I felt so rested, which is great. It's really great. I found this thing. My daughter gave this to me. I love it. Normally I press things down with my bone folder. This was she has a Cricut. My daughter has a Cricut because she makes like stickers and stuff. And she said, I never use this, Mom, and I always see you pressing things down with your bone folder. And so it's really cool. It's just a really hard plastic, and it's got kind of a, not sharp like you could cut yourself, but a very beveled edge. And I love this thing. Okay, going back to the beginning, here's where we put our last thing. This goes here. I'll do a couple more pages here. How about something here? Let's put our double pocket here. This is the same paper, this and this. I don't have any other blue over here, so I think this will look nice here. And yes, I'm sacrificing a writing page, right? Because you can journal on here. But there's going to be, if this sits here, you can still journal right here, and then there'll be stuff in both pockets to journal on too. So you're actually not losing that much journal space. If at all, you could actually be gaining even more journal space because of all the stuff that'll go in the pockets. So I'm going to glue this on 3 sides. I'm so excited about our next project, guys. Our next project is something that I kind of dreamed up a couple of years ago. and I've really wanted to do it for the longest time and have just never, it's a little bit of figuring as far as how I want to do it. Basically what I want to do, and I'm sure I'm probably not the first person to think this up, but I used to make a lot of mini albums, and you'll even see some mini album tutorials early on my channel. And I haven't made a mini album in a really long time, but I loved making mini albums. And I don't do it much anymore because I find much more freedom in making journals because, you know, you don't have to precisely measure, things like that. And okay, so this is a double pocket. We're gonna grab our other double pocket here and it'll go over here. And what I'm gonna do, because sometimes, let me show you. Sometimes these can get a little tight to get things in and out near the spine. So what I'm gonna do with the double pocket on this side is I'm gonna put it over toward the spine so the stuff's sitting on this side to pull out on the free side of the journal. And I'm still gonna glue it on 3 sides. So anyway, what I want to do is marry the 2 worlds of the journals I make now, and some people call it junk journaling. I don't call mine junk journaling. A lot of people would look at what I do and call it junk journaling because there's plenty of people that have channels that do the kind of journals that I do and they call it junk journaling. It was kind of born from junk journaling, but I just call mine journal making. And the reason I don't call it junk journaling is because yes, I do recycle and use things in my journal where I'm recycling old envelopes, you know, things like that. I'm recycling old books, like here we have an Edith Holden book that we made ephemera out of, and things like that, but I think of true junk journaling as using things that you would normally throw away. And that's all you make your journal out of, and that's just my opinion. I recycle Amazon envelopes to make for covers, and almost everything I make my covers out of is recyclable, almost. Like Amazon envelopes, you know, I recycle the backs of my paper pads, things like that. So I use a lot of recyclable items in my journals, but I wouldn't consider them a true junk journal. So anyway, what I really would like to do is, let me see, how many pages do we have left? We've got 3 items left. And I need to see how many pages we've got. We can put something on the back of here. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that noise. My daughter just dropped something in the kitchen, scared me to death. Sorry. It's okay, honey. So we'll put one here, and so we'll put one here. Are you okay? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to change our flips. I've already got a hinge on here and it's on the right hand side. So I'm gonna change our flip and put this big one over here because it doesn't have a hinge on it. But this one's hinge is on the right hand side, so it needs to go in the back part of the journal. Whew, that scared me. It's okay, honey. So anyway, let's put this on here. Sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. Remember what I was saying. I'm gonna put this on as a pocket. I may not put anything else behind here. I may or may not. But we always can put it on there. It doesn't have to be used. But if I decide to use it, then it's open. But if I decide to use it and if I've glued it all the way down and want to use it as a pocket, then I can't. So this will be open if we decide to put something in it. So anyway, what I wanted to do was marry the two ideas and make a journal / mini album so that the book itself is both. So I thought we could have a couple of signatures that are like this in it, like the kind of journals I normally make, and then a couple of mini album pages in it as well. And I've wanted to do it for a couple of years, and I think now is the time, because I've made a lot of journals in a row, and I've also made a lot of ephemera recently, and so I'm kind of been deciding what it is that I want to do with my next project. And I think we've got a paper ruffle here, so I'm going to be limited. So I can't use the hinge one because I've got the paper ruffle here. This one's going to be too big, so our only choice is to use this one. So let's use this one. So anyway, I'm very excited, and I already have an idea of what collection that I want to use for it. And I just need to kind of work out the numbers, measurements, mostly the measurements on the spine, and how I'm going to work out being able to sew 2 signatures in, but then also put in 2 mini album pages. And of course, when I say mini album pages, any of you that have done mini albums before, you know that a page flips out several different ways. And so a quote-unquote page of a mini album can hold a ton of different kinds of things. And so I think I've kind of worked it out how I want to do it, but I need to kind of do a little bit of a test run to make sure that it's going to work before I bring it to you guys. So in the next day or two, I'm going to be doing that, and I'm very excited about it. Okay, so let's do our flip here, because this pocket is the same paper, and it just kind of blends. So I'm going to set the book aside because we need to put our hinge on here, and so our hinge needs to go on this side. So I'm going to lay this side next to me, and it needs, the opening part of the hinge needs to go this way. So if we look at it right side up, we want the open part of our hinge to be facing the side that's going to flip out. So it needs to go on like this. So I'm going to put glue on this side. So anyway, I'm super, super excited about it. Finally doing this project that I kind of dreamt up a couple of years ago that I really, really wanted to do, and I've just never, you know, a year and a half of all this time has been spent dealing with cancer, so I lost a lot of time. And I'm just so super excited about it because it lends itself to all kinds of different applications. Like I was thinking for myself, I was thinking toward the end of the year, there was a project I wanted to do last Thanksgiving, and I was actually in the midst of doing this project when I found out I got cancer. So that was kind of a bummer. I'm gonna just make sure this is laying flat. There's no glue seeping out that's gonna get on our page. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is bring my book back in. I'm gonna put glue on this side of the hinge, and we'll put the page in here, so this will flip out like that. So anyway, I was thinking like the same application that goes with the mini album / journal. Years ago, for like 2 years, it's now called Project Life, but back then, wow, how long ago was this? So we're talking like maybe 12 to 13 years ago. It was called Project 365. So the idea was that you took a picture every day, and then you journaled about that picture. And I absolutely loved that project because what it gave me and my family when they look at those albums was it gave a year of like real life. Because, you know, you think about what you take pictures of. Okay, so we have our flip in. That's really cute. So we'll go to this back side and we'll put our flip pocket in. So it gave us like a year of like real life. I'm going to set this down toward the bottom so we have room for tag, and I'll probably put something else in this pocket too. So I'm just going to put glue right here on the edge. So real life pictures, and you know, I mean, and I'm not saying like birthday parties and things like that aren't real life. It's just they're more of like events, you know? And so the picture a day was just like, I mean, I have pictures of my daughter when she was 5 years old sitting under my craft table having a tea party with her brother because I just found them doing that one day. And it was so cute. And like, of course I took a picture of it, and because it was darling, and it was just, I don't know, it's just things like that that are just, I don't know, just precious to me. And then I journaled about them, and you know, I have pictures of like, I remember some of my pictures were just like, I don't know what I'm going to take of for my picture today, you know. And so like, I remember one, I was just at the gas pump getting gas, and I took a picture of the gas pump with what the gas prices were. So this was like 12 years ago. Be interesting to pull out that album and see what I paid for gas back then and what we're paying for it right now, let me tell you. But it just, you know, and what I found over the years is that those are my kids' favorite albums because it was just our day-to-day life. And so anyway, what we used to do, and these are even one of our daily pictures of those years, is every year when my kids were little, I would make this big poster that we'd hang on our garage, the inside of our laundry room door. And I would draw a big tree on it that didn't have any leaves, and I'd cut out construction paper leaves in all kinds of fall colors, and it was I called it our blessing tree, and we did it every November for the month of November. And every day the kids would grab a leaf and they'd write down what they were grateful for. And they would glue it on the tree. And so as November went along, our tree got fuller and fuller. And by Thanksgiving, we had our blessing tree that the kids had all their little things that they were grateful for on. And of course, the kids are all grown now, and we haven't done anything like that in, wow, years and years. And but I thought, you know, I don't keep a personal gratitude journal, but wouldn't it be neat to do a dual journal that's part journal, part mini album for the month of November, and use the journaling part to talk about the things I'm grateful for, commit to taking a picture a day like you would for a December daily. And so I have the mini album pages to put the pictures on, and then the journal to journal about the things that I'm grateful for. And I thought, what a great idea for a December daily and to do for the month of November. So anyway, just things I'm thinking about, and just the applications for a dual journal, well, I would say a hybrid journal. Okay, before we go any further, I want to put my closure, because we're getting full. So what I'm gonna do is something different than this one. I am gonna punch a hole and put an eyelet in. And I do want to use one of my large eyelet. It's still 3/16, but it's got a bigger, as you can see, it's got a bigger rim on it than a regular eyelet. I really like that. So I'm going to grab one of those, and I think I'm going to use, let me see, I want to put a big key at the end of my closure. Let's find that first, because that'll determine what color I want my eyelet to be. So let me pull. I'm going to make a big old mess here. I want to find a large key. I do have some in here that are pretty big. Like here's one that's pretty big. Let's keep that one out. Ooh, here's one that's even bigger. Ooh, that one's pretty big. Let's use that one. Okay, so now I know what color eyelet I want, because I want my metal that's sitting on my cover to match. That's just me. Some people don't mind a mismatch, and sometimes I don't mind a mismatch of metals. But for this particular one, I wanted the metals to match. So let me see what colors I have in these bigger eyelets. I know I've got that kind of coppery one. This is more brass than copper. Let's see if I have one. Oh, I do. Like kind of like a brushed gold. That matches. Okay, so that's what we'll use. Okay. So let's go ahead and take care of this before we start stuffing pockets. Grab my Crop-A-Dile. And I'm only going to put one on the front cover. Make sure I'm right side up, so I'm punching a hole on the right one. I'm going to use my bigger hole, my 3/16 hole. I'm just going to eyeball the center. Right about there. And of course it doesn't cut through fabric all that well. I end up having to snip a little bit of that fabric off. But that's okay. It'll be covered by the eyelet. You won't even see it. All right, now let's set our eyelet. Looks like I need to cut some from the inside too. Cut that off. And I always make sure that my pockets are always shorter than what my center of my cover is. That way I know whatever kind of closure I'm going to do where I punch a hole kind of in the center, that it's above my pocket. So here's the edge of my pocket, and my hole is above that. Okay, so let's go ahead and just set this eyelet. I tell you, I'm loving my new Crop-A-Dile, guys. Sets eyelets like a dream. Okay, all done with that. Oops. Okay. Now when we're ready for the closure, I can do that. Let's stuff pockets. Okay, I'm just going to put these kind of in my handmade ephemera. And then my, I think I'm going to put this one in our belly band because it's large and kind of bulky. And then our like journaling cards that just came with like the collection. Here's some more. Okay, so I'm just going to start out with putting that in our belly band, which was back here. Here it is. And I like that. It's got hints of blue, so it ties into the other side. Okay, so we'll just start. I'm just going to kind of spread things out here so I can see them. All right. And I'll kind of put what's left over in the inside, front, and back pockets. Although I do know that I want to put our journaling tag that we did back here in this pocket, just because it's a little bulkier. So I want that to sit back there. Okay, so we'll just go through and start stuffing pockets. Okay, we need something in this envelope, so we'll grab one of our thinner journaling cards to go in here. So we use one that came with the collection. That's pretty. Okay, we need something tall here. We made this really tall one here. And then we also have a side pocket here. We'll slip in our bingo card there. Okay, here's our double. We've got room for bigger things here. We can do that. And then maybe a taller tag or even a guest check. There. Maybe we'll put one of these here so you can see the Once Upon a Springtime there at the top. Well, you won't be able to see it, but that's okay. Still looks cute back there. Here's our flip. So lots of journaling space on this layout here, all 3 pages. Okay, let's put a couple things in here. This is an envelope. Let's put a piece of writing paper in there. Let me grab one. Just grab a piece of lined journaling paper here. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. This will fit if I just fold it in half. So our little envelope has some writing paper in it if you want to write something private. That's cute. So we'll put that in there. She's so pretty. Maybe we'll just, we can put like a postcard or something. Let's put a postcard behind her. Okay, let's see. This one's pretty. It's got green. And then maybe one of our little tags here. Okay, I can fit something else in this pocket, so let's put a flashcard in there. Okay, let's see. That's not going to fit anything this wide. Maybe that'll be a good place for our other guest check. There we go. Okay, we have our double pocket here. So let's grab a couple of journaling cards. We can fit a couple of little smaller ones here. Okay. Let's use green. Matches our little, and maybe one of our little, some of our little things here. And then we can open this up and put one of our smaller journaling cards in there. So there's tons of journaling space in those pockets, in that pocket. All right, so we have some larger things here that are left. Okay, we've got a tag in that pocket. There's our belly band. Okay, so let's put, I want to put her in the front pocket. She's so cute musically directing her little animals. So let's put this back here. We can probably put this back here. Let's put, this is our last handmade piece of ephemera, so I definitely want that to go in the front. This one says Once Upon a Springtime, so let's put that in there. And put a little postcard in there. And then I've got two things left, and what I'd like to do is add a couple paper clips. So we've got our middle of the signature. I thought we could put our little butterfly there. And of course, that can be put anywhere. Whoever owns this journal can put it anywhere. And we can clip in, let's clip in our little girl. I was gonna put her in the front of the book, but let's put her here. That can hold that in. And then let's grab like a decorative paper clip. These are all just different kinds of paper clips that I have. Let's grab, just looking to see what we have here. That's cute, it's a little heart. And I was thinking on our flip out, let's find it. Where did we put our flip out? Our big one. Oh, it's in the front of the journal. There it is. Wouldn't it be cute to just clip a piece of ephemera right in here, or on this page, but it'd be cute on here. How do these little heart clips work? I need to pull this closer to me so I can figure this out. Oh, I see. You push that part back. Oh, that's cute. So it looks like a little heart. Let me show this to you. So it looks like a little heart. Those were gifted to me. Isn't that cute? And then that's what it looks like on the other side. Really cute. Okay. So now let's add our little, what are we at time-wise? 42 minutes. We're doing good. We have time to add these and then add our closure. And then maybe I'll do a separate flip through because I don't want to go over an hour. So let's decide where we want to put these on. So we need a page that doesn't have an edge ruffle on it. So let's see here. I mean, the first page is okay. We could do that. I mean, that would be cute with the white one. So let's just do that. Then we'll put the other one kind of toward the middle of the book. So I'm just going to open the pieces of fabric. And I'm going to put glue close to the seam here in the middle. And all along the piece of fabric. And then I'm going to glue it down to where the seam is close to the page edge and not covering the page edge because we need to be able to fold it over. And I have found, guys, in using these that the art glitter glue works perfectly on these because it's lightweight cotton. So now I'm going to put glue now on this side of the fabric all the way to the edges, and then just pull that over and glue it down. Got some threads kind of sticking out, but that just kind of adds to it for me. I like that look. And then that sits on the page just like that. Really cute. Really, really cute. Okay, let's find a place for this one. So I'm going to go lower, maybe on the middle of the page with this one. And we need to find a page kind of maybe in the middle of the book somewhere. How about, oh, this is a good place because the blue ties in the blue from the pocket on the other side. So let's put it kind of in the middle of the page. I don't want to put it down at the bottom. So again, just split the fabric open. There we go. And put the seam close to the edge of the page. And glue that down. That looks cute on that page with the blue pocket on the page across from it. I like these. These were fun to make too. I have a video kind of explaining how I did it, but not doing a tutorial. If you guys want me to do a tutorial, let me know. Okay, and we'll just flatten that out. So just comment below. And that looks really cute right there. So we have that on the edge of our page there. And that's what it looks like with both of them in there. Really cute. Okay, for the closure, what I want to do is grab a piece of fabric. These are just fabric strips. They're pretty long. And this is the fabric I used for the inside of the cover. Okay, and so what I'm gonna do is, this is a little too wide, so I'm gonna unravel this. And I wanna decide how much of this I actually want. So what I'm gonna do is put it in through this and knot it so that the knot is gonna sit right here. So it won't come through. The fabric won't come through. And then what I want to do is be able to wrap it a couple of times like this, and then just leaving a little extra. So I'm thinking we need room to tie our knot and also put our key on the end. So I want to cut this about right here, and then I'm going to cut it into a narrower strip. So I didn't want to cut my whole strip of fabric at a narrower width. Okay, so I don't want it like too much thinner, but definitely thinner than what it is. So maybe about like right here. And just another recycled item. This was a beautiful sheet that I found at Goodwill that I've made, that I cut into strips. See, now I have this strip too that is all kinds of useful for all kinds of different things. And like, I've used parts of it to line the inside of journal covers. I've made these, this is also what these fabric ruffles are made out of on my pages. And so I thought it'd be fun to use it as the tie of the journal, because it's used throughout the journal and different things. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to put this through the brad. I'm kind of standing up because I need to see. I'm going to put this through the brad, and then I'm just going to knot it. I want the knot to be fairly close to the edge here. I hope I'm in frame. Kind of put the knot pretty close to the edge and tighten it. And I can even cut this off a little bit. And I don't think that this will pull through the brad. It should stop it. Yep. Okay, so we have that. Now let's put our key on the other end. Okay, now I'm looking at the end of my key, and it's a pretty tiny hole. So let's see what we're gonna do about that. I think what I'll do is maybe cut this kind of at an angle like that. I'm just theorizing here, guys, because I didn't pay attention to that. Okay, the key's the same on both sides. I just need to get it through this tiny little hole here. I'm gonna roll the end up. Stick it through there. See how much of this I can get through. Oh good, it all went through. And now I'm gonna knot it so it doesn't come out. Come on, get in there. Kind of fiddly because I didn't pull it through enough. Ah, there we go. Come on. There. And we know that's not going to come out. The key's definitely not going to come off. There. Now we have our key down by our knot. So now when we go to close it, this will wrap twice, kind of cinch it closed, and then just slip this down here like that. And that'll keep the journal closed, nice and closed. And I'm telling you guys, I am loving this. I wonder, can we get that around one more time? No, we can't. I am loving this cover, and I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at the videos, what kind of Amazon envelope I used for this, if it was the paper kind, like the brown paper kind with the styrofoam. I think it was, when I feel it. These are so flexible, yet sturdy, and they just mold around. I mean, look at this. They're so soft that they just kind of mold around the shape of the journal, and I love it. Okay, so what we're gonna do, these are now done. So what we're gonna do is I'll just do a short flip through tomorrow in a video. And I'll take pictures and I'll load them on my Etsy. So when the flip through goes up, they'll be in my Etsy if you're interested in purchasing them. And we'll be ready to move along to our next project. So thanks again, guys, for sticking with me through the process of these two journals. I know it was kind of a long one. I really appreciate it, though. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.